Today, we have with us the EVP and the CIO of Jubilant Foodworks, Mr. Ekhlaque Bari. Ekhlaque, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. Pleasure hosting you too. Well, Ekhlaque, to start with, our theme for this year's Spectrum is digital transformation. So if you could, give us a little bit of glimpse into how you're driving digital transformation at Jubilant Foodworks. What is your digital transformation strategy?
At Jubilant, our digital transformation strategies aim towards our vision of becoming a food tech powerhouse. It is a stated intent publicly. And when we say we are going to be a food tech powerhouse, that means digital transformation needs to happen in each and every corner of the organization. So no function, no area will remain untouched. Whether it is HR, whether it is finance, whether it is operations, sales, marketing, customer service, every area can benefit from digital transformation, and we will be digitally transforming each of these areas. But then we have certain objectives behind this, behind the larger objective of food tech powerhouse. When we look at digital transformation, we aim at impacting one of these 5 things. Okay, the first thing we want to impact is customer experience, having a positive impact on customer experience. Are you doing anything that will reduce the customer effort, or that will delight the customer, or that will get the customer to buy more products or services from you? Our second priority is around digital transformation initiatives that will enable revenue. Right? Can it get me incremental sales? The third one is around productivity or cost. So whatever you do, usually people think of it as cost cutting, but there is another way to look at it, and that's productivity. With the same number of people, can you do more? So with the same number of call center agents, can you handle more calls? Or with the same number of call center agents, your number of customers have increased, but you have taken initiatives to be able to bring down the number of tickets, so you are able to handle the same. You're able to handle more number of customers with the same number of call center agents. So that aims clearly at productivity. One thing that we don't compromise on, and we always say just go ahead and do it, is any digital transformation, not actually transformation, but any digital investment that is related to reducing the risk on increasing the compliance. So complying with the law of the land, data privacy, security, whatever may be, always takes the top priority, even above customer, because that we want it to be hygiene. And the last one, and extremely important in the context of Domino's, is operational excellence. So when in my early years as CIO, when we used to go to the CFO for investment in tech, they were usually, can you reduce cost by something, or can you increase revenue by something? But then there are operational excellence parameters. Everything does not have to be about dollars or INRs. It can be about, are you reducing the turnaround time? That's enough. That should get you more revenue, or that should reduce cost. Tell me one area where if you reduce the turnaround time, the cost is not going to reduce. Can you increase your delivery on time? Can you improve your food quality? So these are just operational excellence parameters, and we look at digital transformation initiatives that will impact. So to repeat, customer experience, revenue, cost of productivity, risk compliance, and then finally operational excellence.
Now, Ekhlaque, you've got the advantage of working with a number of industries prior to food tech. You've spent a number of years in BFSI. You've also spent years in manufacturing. What were some of the lessons that you learned about digital transformation, something that can be implemented in food tech?
Okay, there are several lessons to be learned, not only from the industries that I've worked with, but at any point of time when I was in BFSI, we were learning from non-BFSI. Whereas in manufacturing, we're learning from non-manufacturing. Now we are in retail, we are learning from non-retail. I'll give you a simple example. When we think about applications or tech assets, we always think, oh, is the person sophisticated enough to be able to use our app? And then we take inspiration from WhatsApp. Here is an asset that can be used by any strata, irrespective of your digital literacy. Somebody has developed an app that can be used by anyone. That's a great learning to take, right? We deal with riders, we deal with several people who work at our stores, including the delivery boy, including the chai wala, all of these things. But we don't shy away from digitally enabling them, irrespective of how digitally literate or illiterate they are. So that's one learning that we have taken. The other learning that we have taken is how do you just allow the customer to do more and more digitally. So take it from banking. I don't know the last time you visited the bank branch. I think it has been 2 years or more. I have not visited a bank branch, and there hasn't been a reason. So can you do something so that the customer doesn't have to come to you? You go to the customer. Uh, so these are some of the examples that we have learned from other industries that we are always willing to learn. Amazon is another example from where we have borrowed customer obsession. They're just simply obsessed about the customer. I don't need to look outside. Is the obsession, everything that they do is about how are we solving for the customer. And that's a great learning to take from other industries, Amazon being outside of it.
Absolutely. That's a great point you brought there, Ekhlaque. A lot of digital transformation today is actually, vertical agnostic. Now, coming to the next question about this perennial debate that companies normally have, it's about build versus buy. What's your philosophy in this when it comes to, deploying digital transformation technologies? How do you strike a balance between what you buy and what you develop in-house?
Okay, look at 4 parameters. I'll give you a simple way of arriving at a decision. And I'm telling you, it's not an easy decision, right? All CIOs, all organizations struggle with it. But what I've done is created a framework that is used to make a decision. 80% of the cases it works. First, remember that technology is not about possibilities, it's only about economics. Okay? If you want to clap your hands and a pizza to come out, it will happen. There is technology that can do it. It just might require $1 billion investment, but you will not get $1 billion in return. So you choose your build versus buy basis the investment that you got to make in build or buy and the returns that you're going to get from that investment. So think what is giving you better economics. The second is lean towards buy whenever you are implementing a solution that is not going to be a source of competitive advantage or differentiator, right? For example, yeah, I can build a help desk tool. It's not a big deal to build a help desk tool. But why should I invest my time or money in building something what people have already built and it's not going to be a differentiator or competitive advantage? There are companies that have built content management systems. If it is going to give me competitive advantage, yes, I'm going to build a competitive. Some people have built API gateways, right? So remember that if there is a solution, but that in our case, it is a point of sale solution. In case of banks, it is the loan origination system. If it is a source of competitive advantage, consider building rather than buying, but it is not necessary. Third aspect is, even if you get the permission to build, would you be able to attract and retain talent that can build? It is extremely important that you think about. It takes a lot of engineering capabilities, product capabilities, design capabilities, UX capabilities to build a software product in today's world that is going to work. So even if you get the permission to build, know that it will take you time to get a team going and then deliver the product. So take all of that into account before making a build versus buy decision. But yeah, if it is competitive advantage, build. If it is something that, if the economics of build is lesser than buy, build. And if you can attract and retain talent, then again, build. Otherwise, lean towards buy.
Great points there. 3 great takeaways for that question. Ekhlaque, to wind up the interview, let's end on some crystal ball gazing. What's 2023 going to look like at Jubilant? If you could tell us, what is going to be leading your digital transformation investments?
As I told you at the beginning, right? Customers, right? We are a business who is built on customers. We are a business that can only, not only yes, all businesses are, but we are more so. We are a B2C business. So customers are going to make our breakers. So every digital transformation, the ones that bubble up to the top are the ones that will make a difference to the customer. And we make a difference to the customer, it will make a difference to the business. So that's what is good. So 2023, you will see whether it is our on-time performance, whether it is a 30-minute delivery guarantee, whether it is our food product, whether it is about our packaging, whatever it may be, anything that deals with customer experience, you will see digital enablement of that.
Thanks again for your time. Thanks for joining us, Ekhlaque.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Really appreciate it.